What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to our channel. 3 videos so far I made today because I'm bored. This one's the third one and they're all in the car. I'm still in the same spot as the last vlog, but anyway, here we go. This video is gonna be the first time I got lost in the woods. So, like always, hanging out with Nick, and so anyway, went to Nick's, and he lives in the woods or whatever, and he took me hunting. Well, I'm gonna rewind a little bit, go backwards a little bit, rewind. I always wanted to go hunting. I always thought it was fun, or would be fun and interesting. And my uncle would be like, "Oh man, I'll take you, I'll take you." And he had guns and boats and never went. We just never went. And so anyway, I when I was a little kid, I had a I bought a pellet gun. I bought a squirrel trap and pellets, and I would set the trap with corn in it when I was at school. When I would get home, the squirrels would be trapped, and I would shoot them, clean them, put them in the ice chest. So we went from having like 200 neighborhood squirrels to having like 15 neighborhood squirrels that whole winter. And it was funny because my papa was like, "Gage, bro, you know what's happening to the squirrels?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't know. I don't know where they went." And he's like, "Huh? I mean, that's funny because the deep freezer's just filling up with them." So anyway, so I went to Nick's. We were still in school. I went to Nick's. I might have to call that dude. I don't know. We'll see. So I went to Nick's, and we go to his house. We get off of school. We walk down his long driveway. I'm talking about probably at least a mile walk. So we're walking down his driveway, and middle of the woods. And behind his house, he has more woods, trails and ponds that you could go duck hunting and stuff. It has hogs and deer and squirrel and ducks, and I don't think they had turkey back there. But anyway, so we get to his house, we get it out of our uniforms or whatever, and we dress up in camouflage and we head out to the woods, and we're like, "Man, we're gonna do an afternoon squirrel hunt." So Nick grabs his 12 gauge and he gives me his 20 gauge. Yeah, his 20 gauge. No. He grabs, I want to say his 410 or his 22. I think it was his 410. He grabs his 410 and I get the 20 gauge and we go to the woods. And we're walking the main trail and stuff, and he's showing me, he's like, "If you get lost, just find this main trail." And I'm like, "Okay." Oh man, no, that's not the first time I got lost in the woods with him. This is the second time. I'll tell the first one after this. So anyway, this is the second time I got lost in the woods with him. So we're walking in the woods, and he's like, "Look, man, I'm gonna go off on this trail a little bit. We're gonna break up and split up and try to get some squirrels." I said, "All right, no problem." Which I shot guns before. I've been in the woods before, but not just those woods. So every woods is different. Woods, period, is different, and they're very easy to get lost into. So he heads out, and he's walking, and I'm walking like back towards, I guess you could say, the house. And I stay on the main trail. I'm like, I'm not getting off this trail, And I had like a hunting book sack with food, being a size, just ramen noodles, water bottles, a map, a lighter. I was full decked out. So we're sitting there, and I don't know. It's probably 30 minutes that passed, and I texted him like, "Hey man, you seen any squirrels?" And he's like, "No, it's too windy." And I said, "Yeah, I'm not even hearing them. I'm not seeing no birds or nothing." So I'm like, "I'm going to make my way back to you." So I put my phone back in my pocket and I had it on silent because, you know, we're hunting. So I'm walking back to it and I'm still on the main trail. And I'm like, alright, you know, if I go this way, I'll find him. So I'm walking. And it was probably no longer than 5 minutes and I'm freaking out. I'm like, dude, I'm lost again, bro. Not again, dude. So I call him and he feels his phone vibrating in his pocket and he answers and he's like, hello? And I'm like, dude, I'm lost. And he's like, lost? How are you lost? I said, I'm lost, dude. I don't know what else to say. I'm lost. And he's like, are you on the main trail? I said, yeah. He said, what do you see? I said, I see a little pond to my left, and I'm on the main trail, and they got trees on the right, and trees on the left, trees on the right. And he's like, all right, do me a favor. Shoot your gun in the water. I said, okay. So I hung up the phone, and I shot the gun. Bow! And I'm talking about, I reloaded the shotgun, I cocked it, put it back on safety, and put a shell back in the magazine part. And Nick was walking up, and he's like, dude, you was like maybe 50 yards away from me. He's like, my ears was ringing when you shot the gun. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. So anyway, the first time we got lost in the woods, it was Nick's fault. He said, oh, we wasn't lost. Yeah, right. We got off of school. I don't know. No, because I didn't ride the bus in high school. So, my mama and my Aunt Jennifer dropped us off at his house. Immediately put on, yeah, me and Nick walked to my house because I was in walking distance at the high school. I was like 2 blocks over. So, me and Nick walked to my house. I grabbed all my hunting stuff, grabbed my change of clothes for the weekend, and they brought us to Nick's. So, we get to Nick's. As soon as we get there, we make a sandwich, we eat, get something to drink, and head straight out into the woods. So the plan is for us to go in the woods. Now remember, this is the plan. We're going into the woods I've never been in. And to find a canoe. Because the pond where the canoe's at is filled with lily pads. So we're going to canoe through the lily pads. Alright, here's the pond right here. Right here. The pond is filled with lily pads. We're going to paddle through the lily pads where the pond's clear. Park the boat right here. And that's where our duck blind was. So, we find a canoe. Man, we probably got in the woods 3:30. Found the boat, got in the canoe. Let's say 4 o'clock, got in the canoe. I was in the front. Nick was in the back because he weighed more than me. And he would make the front of the canoe stick up, you know. And I was in the front leaning over and I was pulling the lily pads with both hands, like pulling us through the lilies. And Nick had a push pole. It's like 2 claws like this on a pole, and you just like get the bottom of the ground and you push and you push. So actually that's the first time I ever shot a duck too, was that day. It's a black duck or whatever, got like green feet. I don't know what it's called. But it don't look like a duck, but Nick says it's a duck, so I shot it. So I'm pulling our way through the lilies. We take a break and I see a duck. I'm like, dude, Nick, please let me shoot it, dude, please. And he's like, alright, yeah, just, you know, kill it if you shoot it. Alright, so I shoot it. Boom, drops dead. Well, it was actually a sitting duck. Shoot it, boom, drops dead. Paddle, go get it. Got that duck. Shot another one, got that duck. I think we had like 3 ducks. So, we're paddling. And it's winter, keep in mind. And it gets dark early. So it's like 5:30. And we're still in this boat. We're still paddling. We have no flashlights. And if we do, it's like, yes, no, we didn't have flashlights. No, I don't think we did. So, about to drop y'all. So, we finally get to where we have to go, and we park the boat, we flip it upside down, we grab the gun. No, I'm lying. God, I'm lying. We get tired of going through the lily pads, so I take the rope that I had in my hunting book sack because, you know, if I would like kill a hog or something or a deer, I didn't want to carry him on my back. I was going to tie a rope like around him and pull the rope. So we tied a rope to the canoe and we start pulling this canoe over dead trees, like through briars, through bushes, through pine trees, everything. And Nick's like, man, just a little bit farther, and I know where we're at, just a little bit farther. And it's pitch black, pitch black. And it's probably, we didn't have our phones or nothing. Yeah, we didn't have, I don't even think we had cell phones then. So, we're pulling the boat, don't have no flashlights, we're just going off the moon as their light. And we're staying on the edge of the pond for like a little guidance. So, I mean, he probably said that 20, 30 times within 2-3 hours, and we still are not at the place that we need to go. And we finally get there, and we're finally to the main trail. So we get the canoe and we flip it over, and then we start hiking on the trail. We just start hiking. And I'm like, look, dude, my feet's wet, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm fixing to stop, light a fire, take my shoes and take my boots and my socks off, let them, you know, dry out by the fire, and I'm gonna eat something. He's like, man, we're almost there. I said, Nick, dude, you've been saying that all night. I'm stopping. You could go without me. So we want to stop and light a fire, and we're eating, and we get done eating. I put on my socks, put on my boots, and we probably walked 10-15 minutes, and sure enough, we're back at his house. And I'm like, well, at least I got a full stomach now, you know. So that's the 2 times I got lost in the woods with Nick. He says we didn't get lost, but we got lost. Yeah, we definitely got lost. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, you guys. Gonna be back with some more. Y'all stay tuned, and I'm out.